Welcome to ScaleUp Radio Shorts, the show where we revisit some of the most powerful stories from our full-length interviews to bring you concise, actionable insights for your own business journeys.
I'm Granger Forson, and I'm joined as always by my co-host Kevin Brent. It's great to be back, Kevin.
It certainly is, Granger, and a special thank you to our sponsor. ScaleUp Radio Shorts is brought to you by Smart90, the proven 90-day execution system for scaling businesses. We'll tell you more about them later.
Today, we're diving into two fascinating entrepreneurial stories that, on the surface, couldn't be more different. We'll be comparing the journeys that Tom Hill, the founder of Bristol-based design consultancy Collina MEP, and Sarah Turner, the creative force behind Little Beau Sheep.
That's right. We have a B2B professional services firm on one hand and a B2C craft-based product business on the other. But what we found so compelling is how they both reveal universal truths about purpose, people, and the challenges of growth. By putting their stories side by side, we hope to uncover some of those truths today.
So let's start at the very beginning, Kevin, the founder's journey. Tom Hill's story is what many might consider a classic entrepreneurial leap.
It really is. He'd been in his industry for years, climbing the corporate ladder, but he'd also been thinking about starting his own business for the better part of a decade. When the moment came, it was decisive. I remember him telling us about that spontaneous phone call to his wife on the way home, simply saying, "I've handed in my notice and I'm going to start on my own." So
it's a huge moment, a calculated risk certainly, built on deep industry knowledge, but a massive leap of faith nonetheless. Psychologically, that takes a certain kind of conviction to jump without a safety net. Now contrast that with Sarah Turner's journey.
Completely different. Sarah's path was one of organic discovery. It wasn't a sudden leap, but a response to her life changing. After leaving a corporate marketing job, a redundancy gave her the time and space to explore her creativity.
And that's how Little Beau Sheep was born, quite literally from her kitchen table, discovering the ancient craft of felting. I love her story about her first sale on Etsy.
Oh, it's brilliant. She sold a made-to-order item she hadn't even produced yet. When she took it to the post office, she didn't even have an envelope. The staff was so impressed, they all placed orders on the spot, becoming her first real batch of customers.
So we have the deliberate leap versus the emergent journey of passion. What's fascinating though, Kevin, is that despite the different starting points, the core driver was the same. Both Tom and Sarah were trying to create a business that aligned with their personal values and the lifestyle they wanted to live.
That's the common thread, isn't it? Purpose, it's the foundation for everything that comes next.
And what came next for both of them was the creation of a very strong business proposition. They both found success by carving out a distinct value-driven niche.
Let's look at Tom again. With Collina, he intentionally positioned himself against the huge impersonal consultancies. He calls his firm a boutique consultancy where clients feel their project is the most important in the world. That's a powerful promise.
And he delivers on that through deep personal involvement. Tom was reacting against his experience in larger firms, where he felt that personal touch was lost. His entire ethos is built around creating 10-year relationships. The relationship is the core product.
Now, Sarah's niche is just as strong, but it's built on something far more tangible, the story and provenance of her products. Her unique selling point is a passionate commitment to championing British wool.
For Sarah, this was deeply personal. It's about sustainability, supporting local economies, and preserving a traditional craft. Her best-selling tumble dryer balls aren't just laundry solutions. They're handmade. They look like the specific breed of sheep the wool came from, and customers know they're supporting a British supply chain. The product is the physical embodiment of those values.
So, in essence, both have created premium brands. Tom's is built on the intangible promise of service and relationships. Sarah's is built on the tangible story of craft and authenticity. Two very different routes to the same powerful outcome, moving the conversation away from price.
But of course, with success comes the inevitable challenge of growth. And both Tom and Sarah ran headfirst into the classic founder's trap, becoming the primary bottleneck in their own business.
Tom's challenge was a slow burnout. In the early days, he said yes to everything, which led to over-promising and under-delivering. He told us those first 2 years were very lonely and very tiring. It's a feeling so many founders recognize, the point where your passion starts to feel like a prison.
And his pivotal moment was realizing he couldn't do it alone. The decision to hire permanent staff was a huge step, and one he described to us as the best decision I ever made. It was about building a team to share the load and the vision.
Sarah's moment was less of a slow burn and more of a sudden explosion. She had an appearance on the BBC's Country File, and overnight she was, in her own words, absolutely swamped with orders.
Which sounds like a great problem, but she described the sheer panic of knowing that every single order depended entirely on her. The risk of burnout was immense. Her scaling decision wasn't to hire internally, but to outsource the entire fulfillment process.
It was a massive strategic move. And what's interesting is the contrast. Tom's solution was internal, building a team. Sarah's was external, outsourcing. But the end goal was identical, strategic delegation to free up the founder's time to focus on growth.
Which brings us to our final theme, leadership and legacy. As their businesses matured, their leadership styles really began to reflect their business models and their personal passions.
Tom's focus has been primarily inward. He's passionate about building a strong, open internal culture and firmly believes in leading by example. His recruitment process is famously rigorous, prioritizing personality and cultural fit above all else.
His goal is to create a team that can talk to clients like a friend down the pub. His legacy is in the people he develops and the clients he serves. It's quieter perhaps, but no less profound.
Sarah's leadership, on the other hand, has evolved to become incredibly outward-facing. She's not just the founder of Little Beau Sheep, she's become a passionate advocate for the entire British wool industry.
She really has. Her work with the Worshipful Company of Woolmen is a testament to that. And who can forget the anecdote she shared about exercising her ancient right as a freeman of the City of London to drive sheep over London Bridge. It's a memorable and powerful act of industry promotion.
An unforgettable image. Her desired legacy isn't just her own business success, it's about making a tangible impact on the price of British wool. Her legacy is woven into the fabric of an entire industry.
And that really sums it up. Whether it's a calculated leap or an organic discovery, a service or a product, an internal team or an external partner, there are so many paths to building a successful business. Tom and Sarah's stories are proof of that.
Absolutely. And we've only just scratched the surface today. Their full, in-depth stories are full of even more wisdom and incredible anecdotes. We highly encourage you to listen to them.
You can find them by searching for ScaleUp Radio, wherever you listen to your podcasts. Just look for the episodes with Tom Hill and Sarah Turner. And while you're there, please hit follow so you don't miss any of our future episodes.
ScaleUp Radio Shorts is brought to you by Smart90. If you want to improve your own business execution and achieve your growth goals, find out more about their proven 90-day system by visiting smart90.co.uk.
That's all from us for this episode. Thanks for listening.
We'll see you next time on ScaleUp Radio Shorts. Thanks for listening.